Hello and welcome to today's free trading video and market analysis. I'm your host, Kenny, Senior Research Analyst with the MiniAnalyst.com. The first thing we're going to look at here is a chart of the market. This is the mini S&P 500 cash index that we're looking at. This is actually a daily chart of the market, as mentioned, the cash index, and what we had noticed recently, and what we've been telling you guys is or at least our clients, is the wedge formation that we've been seeing on the daily chart. It's been kind of interesting as the price got constricted into a narrower and narrower range zone. We suggested that the market was likely due for a break, and as a matter of fact, we told our clients that it would likely be to the downside. And of course, yesterday, this of course being Friday the 11th day of March, just 10 days away from spring. Don't forget to set your clocks up this weekend, and looking forward to spring coming. But nevertheless, this being March the 11th, Friday, Thursday the 10th was the big break lower yesterday, and from essentially most of the last week and a half or so, the market essentially is printed in this narrowing range, and so the move has been impressive. What's interesting about the analytics of looking at the daily chart is this key measure of trend following support resistance. It's kind of a be-all, end-all for what we do as both short and intermediate term traders. Is this level of support resistance we have coming in right around the psychologically at least significant level of the 1300, being of course a nice round number. So what's interesting is the market's breaking and could end up just simply being a dangling participle, if you will, and just a retest, kind of a dipping your toe in the water, if you will, retest of the key intermediate term measure of trend following support resistance that we look at in this blue line. So essentially, the market is still, although it's broken lower, and the bears are in control, certainly in the short term, as you can see from both trend following perspective, price technical perspective, now breaking the wedge to the downside from momentum and from directional movement. The market is overwhelmingly bearish, and that's reflected in, of course, yesterday's deep sell-off that we saw in the market. Getting a little bit of a bounce back now, but the key level becomes 1320 in the cash market. So any break above that, certainly 1340 off. Obviously, we're off to the races. We have mentioned in recent weeks that we believe that we're closer to a top than a bottom. Certainly, with March, we'll probably get through March, maybe wax and wane a little bit, but definitely expect more waning, if you will, and certainly lower prices and a retest of 1200, certainly into 1250 over the next coming months, and maybe even a bit lower as some of these things unwind. But nevertheless, that is the quick look at the price technicals of the cash index. We're going to go ahead and switch over now to look at, let's see what we have here. There's a daily chart of the market. Let's look at the intraday. These are intraday dynamics, our proprietary indicators that we use to gauge where the market's likely to go. And as you can see, yesterday it was full all-out bearish on the market. Bearish. Oh, had a little bit of bullishness, but that allowed, I guess, the market to kind of bottom out and retest certainly and simply the trend in this beautiful double top declining head and shoulders formation, shoulder, head, shoulder, just led to closing near the low of the day. And as expected, certainly with accelerating bearishness in our key indicators that we look. But what are we seeing here today on Friday? And actually, if you go back to Wednesday, you did see all-out bearishness, bearish, save that indicator, bearish, suggesting potentially that the market would sell off, and lo and behold, it certainly did. Of course, we were mentioning to our clients that the move would likely be lower, but where we are today is we're back above the trend. I mean, the bottom really held in the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. This course now being the June contract that we're looking at, being the front month. The bottom really held around 88 to 90, and we're seeing a blast to the upside around 96. Well, how do we know that was going to come? Well, look at just simply price holding the prior day's lows. Again, another wedging formation as I believe Kevin Haggerty used to say it, just a coiling of the market and exploding, and that's essentially what we've gotten over the last hour or so. It's of course noon Eastern. Is it daylight savings time, standard time? Not sure. Eastern time, and certainly if you look at our proprietary indicators, they were suggesting, look at these incredible divergences, bullish, strong divergence comparatively speaking, bullish, relative divergence here, very strong divergence to these of course are positive divergences that we're looking at, suggesting that you really don't want to favor the short side, and the market is likely to go higher. And of course that's exactly what happened on that, but we'll go ahead and minimize that, and we're just looking at pulling together our performances for the most recent quarter. Let's see if that'll pop up. There's our Day Trader 5.0, the Venerable Day Trader 5.0. There's the grind. We'll see if that'll pull up right there. Kind of flat lying around the top. Day Trader 6.0, not doing very much. 7.0, let's see where we're at. Looks like we had a problem with 7.0. Day Trader 8.0, 9.0, all breaking out to new highs. Day Trader 10.0, we'll see where you're at. Bit of a double top there, but a great opportunity to get a look at this beautiful trend line, the equity curve. R2K Day Trader 60. We're looking at the breaking out to new highs, and of course all of these in this is TradeStation. We incorporate slippage and commissions per round turn of around $20. Slippage and commissions. There's a Swing System 5.0 actually went long today, getting ready to break out to new highs. What a beautiful and errant drawdown that we had. Beautiful, just a straight up move in equity, almost $20,000. Well, it's essentially $22,000 off the bottom, and had this errant sell-off, and of course we're right back to just simply going straight up. Another beautiful long system is today, but it was just kind of interesting. We can go ahead and look at MRSEM is actually in a short position right now. We'll pull that up right there. And we'll look at the chart, and beautiful, 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 beautiful. $80,000 breaking out to a new high. MRSTF not doing quite as well. MRSYM getting ready to break out to a new high, $50,000 or so. MRS EM30 actually not doing too bad, $50,000, about $10,000 in the last couple of months or so. So very impressive have our systems been. Here's one of particular interest. EMD 60 has been around about 7 years. EMD 60 just absolutely stellar performance for the EMD 60. Our day traders, if you can kind of go through these don't trade very often. The 10s through the 16s, if you will. We'll just kind of click on those. There's a 14 breaking out to a new high, 19, $10,000, but we're actually looking for, going to close that. There's the Venerable Evo right there, $30,000 for the TF. Over $40,000. Of course, these are including factoring in $20 in slippage and commission. $60,000 for the EM. The YM version, almost $40,000 as we scroll through, kind of look through. What was interesting was we're kind of looking at our older swing models that really aren't incorporated, save this one. MD System 1.0 has maintained its incorporation into our portfolios for several years, and as you can see why, it kind of based out for a number of trades. That was '09. These are certainly great opportunities to get in and catch $10,000, 200% per contract, $26,000 to $41,000. That's a 10. Whoa. I said 10,000. That's $15,000 from low to high right there. Just a little swing. So definitely, once you get these turns up, or certainly, I mean, these drawdowns have been almost equivalent. And here's another beautiful one: $36,000 up to $51,000. So in a very impressive $15,000 run that we've seen again in the EMD System 1.0, and there, of course, you see. It going to back to the long side right here. Beautiful trades in the MD System 1.0. Absolutely love it. But we're going to actually go ahead. We'll look at the AUD USD currency pair that we've mentioned very often. Beautiful, beautiful equity curve. Kind of running out of turn, but it was just interesting kind of looking at how the models have done. There's, of course, our swing system. What Swing ESR has been around forever. Swing ESR has been around 5 years, and certainly these models are unchanged and just breaking out to new highs. There you see the Swing ESR, and of course, again, factoring in slippage and commission. See where we are on the trade setup. Actually, in a short or in a long, so a bit of an errant move there, but certainly bouncing back. But as you can see, the equity curve impressively out to new highs. So we're going to go ahead and switch over. As far as our portfolios, it's been kind of a quiet. Um, we can just go ahead and minimize this. It's been kind of a quiet session, or a quiet week, essentially. We made $2,300 yesterday, Thursday, in black. And as you can see, lost one of our worst sessions was Wednesday, the day prior. That was just a very choppy day as the market was quailing. Tuesday was a very quiet day. There you see MSA UDT and MAPD2 version 4.8 are up 10%. But a $4,000 loss in black on Monday. But that was countered with certainly $4,000 gain last Friday, $7,600 gain on Thursday. If you have it, we have kind of an interesting pricing structure for the Q Trader. Just kind of trying that out. You can just get in for, instead of the quarterly specials, you can get in for $350 a month. So you can, if you're interested in either of these portfolios, you can go to the website, chat with Support Team Live if you have any questions. Auto trading is very easy. Simple setup is very simple, and certainly you don't have to do anything except having a brokerage account at one of our preferred brokers and have it funded, and the broker will handle everything, including full automation, turning the systems on to your account. You can go ahead and just subscribe to the Q Trader if you're interested. Click add to cart, and $350 a month. Whoa, looks like we got a special going on right now. So this is okay. So this is 20% savings on Q Trader that's actually transferring to the monthly. So until that gets taken off, so you can even save an extra $70, $280 a month to trade the venerable Q Trader and start outperforming Q Trader. We'll see how that's done. Q Trader over the last 29 days should be right there. $1,400, not too bad. Certainly pays your. It certainly has been underperforming the MAPD2 version 4.0 HR, but over time it'll have less risk. And right now you can save 20% on those portfolios if you write into admin at MiniAnalyst.com. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a shout, and we'll see you next time.